Hi, welcome to some light exercise around Christmas time. You've got the tree, decorations, but a chair. So we're not going to be rocking around the Christmas tree today. We'll be rocking around the chair. So simple exercise using a chair. So just take it to the side, just warm you up, just mobilize you before we start. So we're just going to march on the spot, just sort of bring your thoughts into doing some light exercise. So your shoulders are back and down, tummy muscle nice and tight, knees are soft, and your feet hip distance apart, and we're just lightly marching on the spot. So shoulders circle here. So circling your shoulders, loosen the tight shoulders, stress through Christmas, stress with life. So we just loosen your shoulders. So we're going to make that slightly bigger movement by drawing the arms up and over. You can sit and do this if you want to, but hey, let's get up, let's get moving. So it's pushing back with those elbows. Every time you lift up, think about lifting up through the waist. Taking the arms down to the side, little swimming exercises here. So as you draw back, squeeze your shoulder blades back. So it's nice and smooth and controlled. Hopefully you've got some nice music on to keep you motivated. So moving forward and down. So taking the arms down to the side, again, just loosen any tight areas through your shoulders. So feet hip distance apart, you're going to lift and lower your heels. Just creating a bit of lateral movement, loosening through the hips. So we're slowly working down our body, moving different areas, increasing your heart rate, moving your muscles, lubricating your joints. So when you do the workout, you'll be able to do it nice and safely. So with one leg, heel and toe to the floor, so a little bit of balance. You can hold on to a chair if you want to. So it's a heel and toe dropping down to the floor and then changing over legs. So placing that leg down, heel toe with the opposite leg. Again, lifting up nice and strong. And then placing both heels flat to the floor. Your knees are soft. Taking the arms into the side as though you're holding a tray. Keep your chin tucked in, shoulders relaxing down. There's a little twist to one side, keeping the hips facing forward. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Allow your eyes to follow the tips of your fingers as you move from side to side. So your pelvis tucked under. Tummy nice and tight, but allowing freedom of movement from side to side. So you're mobilizing through your spine. We're taking the hands down the side of your legs now. Lengthen up through the legs, shoulders back. Centre finger onto the seam of your trousers, tilting from one side and then the other. So you can raise the opposite arm up as you slide from side to side. So it's nice movement just to mobilize through the spine. So again, nice deep breath in. So never hold your breath while you're doing any of the exercises. So it's breathing in and breathing out on exertion. So you can think about that when we're doing the exercises a little bit later. So breath in and breath out. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, rounding the shoulders and just coming back to the march. So we're going to be working with the chair and working around the chair. So just pull this forward. So the first exercise is to strengthen the legs. It's a functional activity, standing up and down from the chair, but we're doing it in two sort of phases. So coming in front of the chair, have a little sit down, bring the heels underneath you, sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to increase your heart rate by doing fairly quick movements, and then we're going to slow those movements right down. So it's placing the heels down, pushing straight up and down. So that's your first movement. We've got 1 minute to do that as quickly as you can. See how many you can do in a minute. Okay, let's go. So you can draw your hands across your chest, put the whole weight onto the chair, but only momentarily. So keep the feet flat, don't move the feet at all, so no rocking as you come up and down. So only lightly touch the chair, don't spend too long on there, and then increase that pace if you can. So keeping the weight back through your heels, keep your shoulders back, nice deep breath. Don't lock the knees out as you come up, and again, no locking through the knees. So you're over halfway, wonder how many you've done. So keep pushing down, pushing up. So it's going to increase your heart rate. So there's no impact. So it's a nice way of getting your heart rate up, strengthening your legs. You've got 10 seconds left to go. After 10 seconds, we'll continue with the squats, but we're going to slow the pace down. Okay, so that's your minute to have a little sit down. So we're going to power up and then slowly, slowly, slowly down. So power up and slowly down. So your muscles are having to work a lot harder to stabilise the joints. So you're still strengthening your leg muscles. So as you push up again, power up, care not to lock those knees out. Another common fault is the knees come together as you lower down. So make sure you're not doing this. So keep those legs nice and wide. Again, you're over halfway. So slowly, slowly, slowly down, and then push up. So working through the legs on the first couple of exercises. Then we're going to be working on strengthening your chest, your shoulders and your triceps and your abdominals. You've got 5 seconds left. So pushing up and then slowly down. Yeah, everyone doing this around the table. Have a little sit down. So the next exercise, we're not rocking around the chair or around the tree, we're moving around the chair. So coming up, coming to the side of the chair, but I'm just going to turn this side on because it's slightly wider here. So we're doing press up. So press ups will strengthen your chest, your shoulders and your triceps, and you'll be using your core as well. So placing the hands on the chair, make sure your weight's over the chair, so your shoulders are sitting over your wrists. Easiest option is taking a little step back. You can create a little bend in the knees. You're drawing, keeping the tummy tight, so push through your backbone, head in line with your spine. Take a breath in and breathe out as you push away. So the hands are the width of the chair. Your hands are nice and flat as you come down to the chair and back. If you want to make this harder, you take it slightly further away. Still keep the weight forward over your arms to push up and then taking it right back. Weight over your arms, down and push up. So this is your option. You have 1 minute to do as many as you can. So choose which option you feel is suitable for you. And you've got 3 seconds before we're going to start. Okay, let's go. So you've got 1 minute to do as many as you can. So it's keeping your head in line with your spine. So I've sort of got a 3/4 press up here. So it's best to do good form rather than try to do the full press up and not really do it correctly. So don't forget that breath in and breath out as you push away. You can raise the heels up just a little bit if you want to. The aim is if you can try and keep them down and push up. Okay, so you're over halfway. So pushing down and up. After we've done these, we will continue working your core and your shoulders and your chest as we work around the chair. You've got 12 seconds left. How many more can you do? Okay, so holding this position that you've started off with, I've sort of moved back away from the chair, so I'm going to bring my weight back over the chair. Next exercise is taking the forearms onto the chair, taking the hands up onto the chair, and then pushing away. So again, keep your weight forward, pelvis under, that'll be better if you can. So this is your full. Obviously, to make it easier, bring your weight forward, bending the knees, taking it down and taking it up. So choose your option. Again, you have 1 minute to do as many as you can, and the time is starting after 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's down, down, up, up. So placing the whole of the forearm on the chair, bringing your weight forward over your hands. Keep your head in line with your spine. Keep your tummy pushed into your backbone. Let the legs straight or a little bend in the knees if you want to make it a little bit easier. Care as you progress that you don't sort of push the weight back. You need to have your chest weight over the chair throughout. So again, nice deep breaths. Think where you want to place the breathing. Think where you find it more difficult. But just keep it rhythmic and controlled. It will help strengthen your wrists. Not too much on your wrists this session. That's pretty much it after this session here. So you've got about 11 seconds left. See if you can still maintain. You've got 5 seconds left now. So still working up and down. Okay, and you're there. So step in, round the back of the chair. Nice and easy. So I'll show you, so around the back of the chair, feet to hip distance apart, coming up here. So heel raises. If you have a little look down, make sure the heels are coming directly up and they're not coming in. A lot of people tend to do this when they do their heel raises, try to get that extra height and the heels drop in. So if you're one of those, just be aware of it. Sometimes it's good to have a mirror so you can see. I'll still show you from the back. So you can still see that you're coming directly upright. Okay, you've got 1 minute to do that. So again, your body's coming upright. So try not to sort of come forward over the chair. The chair is there for support. And you're raising up. So if you find this quite easy, you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always transfer the weight a little bit more centrally, take a leg behind and do a single leg raise. So again, ensure that you're coming up, but you're not coming forward. So again, swap over legs. Again, you may have a stronger leg or a weaker leg. You've got 15 seconds left. So just indicate where you may want to go back to the double leg raise. You do a combination with your calves again afterwards. So you may want to maintain the double leg. So we're going straight into calf raise and then squeeze the leg out to the side, squeeze the leg out to the side, then calf raise. So squeeze, don't swing, squeeze, so straight leg, straight, strong muscles, so squeeze. So you're working the muscles around the outside of your legs here now. So once you've done a whole circuit of the chair, quite nice and simple, you don't need a lot of room. It's nice to have a bit of music on to give you a bit of momentum. And you could always go back round and do this circuit again. Just taking the legs out to the side, half raise. So I think really squeeze, that leg doesn't need to go too far, toes are flexed. So nice and tight. So squeeze, feel the muscles rather than swing the leg. Do one more combination. And then moving around the chair again. So you're moving around the chair. So those exercises have brought your heart rate down. We still want to use the legs. Heart needs to work quite hard in pumping blood around your body. So we need to get blood pumping back to those working muscles of the legs. So we're going to toe tap. So the chair is we're using the chair as a height leveler. So it gives you a high, encourages you to lift your legs high. So you've got 1 minute. So do as many as you can. If you can bring in your arms as well, it'll bring up your heart rate. So arms, chest lifted, looking straight ahead. Again, nice deep breaths, getting those toes right up onto that chair. Again, lift up your arms, think about lifting up and lengthening through your body as you tap up onto the chair. Getting the paces up to you. Everyone's ability is different. Just use and be sensible at your level. So work until you can't, rest until you can. So if you get a little bit puffed, have a little rest, you would have a sit down, and then join you whenever you're ready. So again, keep pushing up. Go, go, go. Okay, so well over halfway. We'll do a little bit longer here. So means standing still, doing our calf raises. I'm going to give you another 15 seconds. Get nice and high with those arms. Are you ready to stop? Okay, and stop. Still using the chair, keeping the feet moving, placing one leg onto the chair. Shift you forward, knees are in line, and you're dropping down here. So your knees slightly forward to a lunge. So the lunge, the knees comes forward over your toes. I'm going to move forward on the chair a little bit more. Feet hip distance apart. So as you look forward, the knees tracking forward over towards the front of your toe. So you move forward, drop down, so you can still see the tip of your toe. So drop that down. You can always drop it down and hold it and pulse the movement, but because we've been doing an active movement, I'd like to continue that. We're taking it up and down. We'll do another 10 seconds, and then we'll change legs. So this exercise is really nice, this routine is really nice to do twice over. So again, dropping down, oops, weak your knee, knees tracking forward over that toe. Not too far forward, it's just in line with your toe as you drop down. Keep your body upright, and again, keep it nice and smooth. You can add arm weights, you can have weights if you want to make it a little bit harder, or just do it with the arms. Just do a combination there. Okay, so we've got another 15 seconds if we can. We've got 5 seconds left. Lovely. So moving forward round the front of the chair. Have a sit down. Oh, only joking. Stand up, knee raise, sit down. We've got 1 minute, let's go. So stand up, knee raise, sit down. So again, you can do it with the arms as well if you want to. And down. And down. How's those legs feeling? So hopefully if you've been sitting for a while, waking those legs up, just increasing your heart rate, just breaking up the day. However you use this exercise session, I hope you're enjoying it. We've got one more exercise to do. None of the jumping around stuff, far from it. Okay, got the chair. Sorry, time up. And do a static contraction now. So your heels are back, you're going to drop down, just as though you're just about to touch a chair, and then hold it. So assume your position, because we've got 1 minute. So drop down, hold that position. Okay, so we've got 1 minute. So this is where you continue breathing, so you don't hold your breath. Your legs are just off of, your bottom's just off the chair. Tummy muscles nice and tight. Weight back through your heels. Nice deep breathing. So, you can do different things with your hands. Just rest them down, rest them onto your thighs. But hopefully everything will be saying, oh, started raising up there. Everything will be saying, I don't like this. So it's isometric contraction. So it's a contraction without movement. Are we ready to move? We'll have a little sit down. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Have a little sit down. Ooh. Hands round behind, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Going to stretch through your chest. Okay, release that stretch, take one leg forward. Come to the edge of the chair, lift up through the waist, reach forward for your toes. Okay, slowly curl up, another leg forward. Again, lift up, reach forward for your toes. Draw your hands back, take your right hand up, take it down behind, push that elbow back. Changing over hands, so hands nice and close to your head, facing forward. Taking the arms down, so for the shoulders, using the chair. Hands onto the chair, legs back, drop your pelvis forward, draw your weight forward, get the stretch through your calf. Stretching forward, you can use the chair for support if your quads are tight. You can lean onto the chair, use that as support, and then squeeze your heel towards your bottom. And then swapping over legs. The chair is there, gives you support to get you into that position. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, push the heels forward and the hips forward, knees in line. Push that heel towards the centre of your bottom, try not to sort of bring it out here. And lower down. Circle the shoulders, nice deep breath in and slowly out. Again, breath in and slowly out. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can do that again sometime. Take care. Happy Christmas. Bye.